Na 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 welcome to our BITCast, which stands for Bunch of Idiots Talking Podcast. And so let's introduce ourselves. I am Alex. I am dressed as a Squid Game. And this is basically our Halloween episode. Ooh.
I'm Alan. I am dressed as a Scarlet Spider.
Oh, I'm Joshua. I'm dressed as one of the Akasukis from Naruto.
My name is Pheng. I'm dressed as Pheng from the Akasukis from
There we go.
Naruto.
There we go.
He's dressed as Pain. Where your orange hair at, bro?
Yeah, bro. You gotta have the nose piercing.
Hi, I'm also another Akatsuki member, but I'm the one that didn't make the cut. So I'm one of the backup dancers. Yeah, that's what I am.
All right. So
Hey,
yeah.
did you make it on the back the waiting list?
There was a waiting list?
Oh damn.
I was like, I feel like I'm the guy on the team that's like, wait, you guys are getting paid?
For sure. All right. So dealing with this Halloween episode, yeah, let's start by going scary stories, how we encounter these events or gone through these experiences.
Yes.
So let's talk about it. Well, I'll go
Yeah,
start with mine.
Start us off.
So dealing with my scary stories, right? I actually experienced a sleeping paralysis, and so I was actually sleeping in my parents' room. It was dealing with one of our aunts, which, if you guys didn't know, me and Kevin right here. Kevin is my brother. One of our aunt passed away, and just knowing that we take care of one of our niece, and one of our niece actually slept on one of our beds, and so knowing that experience, I actually slept on that bed, and I, for some reason, got slept on, right? So eventually when you get slept on, it's basically someone who is, you feel like a pressure when you're sleeping, okay?
Yeah, well,
Turns out that was just
what
Keivin.
he's trying to talk about is like, there's a term in Hmong where you get slept on or you get like stomped on by a ghost, right? And that's just how Hmong people explain sleep paralysis.
Mhm.
And if you don't know sleep paralysis, it's a state of like being awake / not awake. Like you're conscious, but your body isn't that conscious, and so you're in like this sleep dilemma. And in there, if you open your eyes, people say they've seen certain things and heard certain things. But yeah, keep going.
Yeah. So for my experience, yes, from my experience, I basically slept on that bed, and when I slept there, I started noticing like my eyes opening, and then I felt like a present in that room. So I feel like it wasn't really cold, maybe it was cold, but then I felt a present, like someone was on top of me and actually putting pressure on top of me. And so I was so scared that I'm like, oh shit. So I'm just like in my bed or on the bed, and I'm just like, oh, it's like so afraid that I'm just like, I just closed my eyes, and eventually I just went to sleep. So by the time I went to sleep, and then by the time I wake up, bam, I'm just like, oh shit, that happened. And then so I threw the blanket, and I'm just like running out of the door really fast, quickly.
You didn't see anything?
Yeah. What?
You didn't see anything?
No, I didn't see anything. That's the thing. I didn't. I was too afraid to open my eyes and actually see that thing on top of me. So, but I felt the pressure.
Damn.
Pressure pushing me down all the way,
Damn.
and so I just ran out of the door. Really.
You should have opened your eyes. I think it was Keivin.
Nope, nah, I'm not gonna take that risk. Not gonna take that risk.
Wait, how long ago was this?
And
This
I got
is-
away with
this
it
is-
to this day.
This is way back in I think it was during my elementary days. I think.
Oh damn.
Oh,
Yeah,
so-
a long time ago.
Was it elementary? Okay, but yeah, pretty much. So, that's what I have experienced. I don't know what you guys have been paranormal activities or any stories you guys have. Go ahead and share.
I mean, I had something similar, like you.
Hmm?
But like for me, like for my sleep paralysis, I feel like there was like I saw a
Wait,
creature.
you sleep for what?
Sleep paralysis. Because I saw like a creature that looked like Jeepers Creepers.
Holy shit,
Yeah.
for real?
I saw
shit.
the fucking hat. I saw like the pointy ears.
Oh, damn.
fuck,
And it was
bro.
like fucking weird because like my door was open because normally my door is closed.
Dude, that's
but
scary.
for some reason it was open. So
What
I
the
saw
fuck,
the
dude?
shadow, and it was like that the shadow of the Jeepers Creepers.
Okay, guys, I kind of regret doing
And
this
that's-
episode. I'm scared now. Fuck.
Damn.
No man, that shit is scary there because I felt like he was choking me.
Oh, damn.
Because like
Alan said harder.
I didn't feel like
He said, "See, puppy."
that was before my kinks. But I like normally like I can't move, but I really felt like each of like the fingers like going this way and they just forcibly like choking me.
Mhm.
And I don't know why.
you
I
didn't
was
open your
crying.
eyes?
Yeah, it was open. I had my eyes
wait,
open.
so he's right in front of you.
You saw
Yeah,
the
I
figure?
saw the shadow. I saw the shadow.
the shadow.
And then I
Fucking
felt like the arm, like each finger is going this way. And I was like, I was crying. I was praying like in my head. And then like somehow, like I had like a picture frame, and both of my picture frame just fell down.
Shit.
But I don't know how. It just made me move and went straight. I left my room and went straight to my brother's
Oh,
room.
so you just bolted out of there?
Dude.
Fuck,
Yeah.
dude.
That's
And then my
scary.
brother was like, "You good?" I'm like, "No." And then
But
like,
how old are you?
I was like 17.
Damn.
It was like-
Oh,
Damn.
fuck.
Senior year of high school. Yeah.
God,
Damn.
Damn.
Yeah.
holy
Damn.
shit.
You never told me that story.
Yeah, you never told me this story too.
Yeah.
It's buried deep inside him.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't talk about it, but
Okay.
I talked to Alex about it.
Kidding.
Alex knew about it.
Sanchez.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Sanchez.
Sanchez.
I'm about to say, that's
No,
not
no, no.
Yeah, I feel it.
Yeah.
So you're gonna say more to your story though?
No, I mean, I didn't go to my room for like 2 weeks.
Okay.
I mean, I felt that. I would not.
So it's
go
the
there,
same
man.
room that your parents are living in right now too, right?
Well, it's the
Is
same
it-
house.
Same
yes.
house, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
same
what I'm saying.
house.
Household.
Yeah.
Okay, damn.
Who lives in that room now?
My brother, but like, and within the 2 weeks, the priest came in to do like,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, every 2
He
weeks now?
blessed it. He
blessed
blessed
it.
it. He blessed it.
Oh.
With his.
Alright, Christ compels you.
But,
He gave that holy,
yeah.
something holy.
Thanks for sharing that, Alan.
Damn, bro.
That's so scary, bro.
That's fucking scary, man.
How about you, Joshua? What about you?
Dude, I got a lot, bro.
Pick your top one,
Fuck, dude.
or maybe one of the top three. I don't know.
For sure, right now I do have 3 stories, but the one I remember vividly, bro. Oh my god, this shit is scary as fuck. Okay, so
Where does it take place?
it takes place in my living room because at the time our AC, like our in-unit AC broke, so we had to use like a AC like that draws from the window. And so like it was super hot. This is like during like my middle school years, like when I went out a lot. Like I'm coming home around like 1, 2 in the morning. My mom kept telling me,
Damn, me alive.
yeah, my mom kept telling me, yo, if you keep going out that much, something's gonna follow you back home. And something did. Oh my god, bro, I was fucking scared about my life. Okay, so here's what happened. So I was sleeping by the window next to the air conditioner, or the air ventilation thingamajig. And then I just wake up all of a sudden. And then all I see, like hovering over me, is I don't know how to explain it. Like
Bonzoa
was-
or
yes, like it was so like
Like Jeepers
like a
Creepers.
girl, little girl.
it was a little, yeah, it was like a girl,
With
like
long
with her
hair.
long hair, like just looking over me, like on top of my face. I was just like, I opened up. I was like, oh fuck, I was like, I'm not doing this shit. No, oh, fuck no. I'm just like, oh my god. Like I opened my eyes, and then I saw it immediately. I was like, I closed it. I was like, fuck. So I think I stayed like that for what felt like an hour, but was probably like 10, 15 minutes, which is a long time. And like my heart was beating through the fucking roof. I was so scared. I was like praying. I was like, Mom, Dad, please wake up, please, in my head. And then I was just like, oh, fuck, I think it's still there. So like after 15 minutes, it was like, fuck, I need to do something. So I was like, okay, Mom, I screamed that shit like with as much
emphasis.
yeah,
or-
with a lot of emphasis. Like my life
Wait,
is
are
in
you still
danger.
like in sleep paralysis?
No, I'm not in paralysis, but I'm just scared of it.
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
I'm in shock
Too
because
scared
I'm
to move?
scared.
Gotcha.
Huh?
Too scared to move at all.
Yes, I was way too scared to move. Just like because I remember like vividly her hair. I couldn't see her face. Like her hair was just completely over that shit.
Damn.
Yeah, I was just like, holy shit.
And this wasn't your sister, right?
No.
You mean?
Shut the fuck up.
Wait, how old is your sister?
This is when I was in middle school. So
Why are you all so worried about his
I swear to God. My,
Don't
if
worry about
sister was sleeping between my
Don't worry
parents.
about
You fucking
I'm gonna say
goofballs.
That's even more scary.
And predators.
That's
Inside joke.
Okay, all right, but
But yeah, so like I screamed with like as loud as I can with like as much emphasis. My dad like instantly woke up, or my stepdad at the time. He instantly woke up, turned on the lights, and my mom was like, "What's going on? What's wrong?" And then I was just like, "Mom, I'm fucking scared. I saw something. Something followed me back home." She's like, "What's going on? I don't understand." And I'm just like, I don't know how to explain it. I just saw a ghost and this and that.
Yeah.
And then I think that weekend, Bayonega, so we did Jingle Bells. We did like a small ritual. Yeah.
yeah,
to-
Jingle Bells is a ritual that
Yeah.
like calls back your spirit. It's in the Hmong culture. and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. And then I had my my auntie tie a red string and a white string and a black and red white string, and like all three mixed together. And after that, some other stuff happened too, but like that's like years after that. But that was like the one I remember prominently though. Yeah, that's the one that comes to me. Like fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds really scary, Josh.
It's
That reminds me
fucking
of,
scary,
like,
dude.
Our cousin, Ricky.
Yep.
Yeah, Ricky experienced the same thing too. Where like he was
Oh,
sleeping and then like he opens his eyes just a little bit. He saw a fucking like woman and who was all like her hair is all wet.
Yeah.
She like, had long ass hair covered her
Yikes.
face.
Yeah.
She started crawling towards
Damn.
him.
Yeah.
And then they had to
for real?
Yeah, they had to do
Yep,
like
they
a onion as well.
Yeah. Jingle bells.
Or
and-
jingle bells.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Did she come out on TV?
No,
No,
she,
no, no.
No,
It's
she
just-
came onto him. She hit on
Yeah.
him, but
But
you know, we filed a suit law case and you know we won. So
Yeah.
Wasn't his type.
was inside.
She wasn't picking up the hints.
So what about you, Pheng? Have you ever experienced any paranormal activities or like scary stories or anything you heard from your uncles, relatives, or just yourself?
You know, I think I do have like a lot of camp stories. But I think I'm gonna stick with my sleep paralysis story
Okay,
because I
okay.
think that one was pretty interesting that
Okay.
I went through. So this is what happened. So I went to sleep, and all of a sudden, next thing I knew, I was sleeping on my friend's lap in my garage, and so
I want to know how that happened.
Yeah.
So like I don't really know too because all I remember was I was just sleeping on her lap as a girl.
Oh, as a girl.
Oh,
I thought it was a dude. I was like,
No.
Wait,
it's a
you're
girl.
saying
bro,
sleep
okay.
paralysis,
Boy.
or are you seeing sleeping?
It was sleep paralysis, babe.
Or is it sleepwalking?
Shit, who knows, man? Maybe I was in the garage
Okay,
with
well,
her.
Who knows?
Continue, continue,
fucking
continue.
Wait,
fucking
keep
Matrix
going.
Hill.
Keep going.
So at that point, I kind of knew that I was like in a sleep paralysis, and so I kind of like was trying to force myself to wake up because I was like, "Hey, man, I'm dreaming right now, you know, because there ain't no way I'm sleeping on my friend's lap in my garage right now, because that doesn't work like that." And so like I was kind of fighting, and then next thing you know, I woke up. But then you know how like when you're in a sleep paralysis, like you wake up and you think that you wake up, but then you actually did not wake up.
Yeah.
So you're like in an exception, you know, like you're stuck in
You're
a
in that
dream
loop.
with inside a dream.
Shit,
You
hold
accepted
down.
yourself?
Yeah.
Lucid
Yeah.
dreams. On.
I went down to a deeper level. But yeah, so anyway, so at that point I was like struggling against my bed. I was like, I need to get out. I need to get out of my bed. And then next thing you know, like I was able to flip the blanket over and get out of my bed. And then my mom was knocking on my door and she was like, is everything okay? And then like when I was talking to my mom, next thing you know, I just saw like a little girl just crawling on the ground.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wait, well, you're
Like,
talking to your
gosh.
mom?
Yeah, while I was talking to my mom, yeah. Like it was just on the background. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
So
Yeah.
okay, so you're still in your bed though, or are you standing?
I was like, I literally opened the door and I was talking to my mom. And then like I just saw the girl just crawling in the hall.
Behind your mom,
Holy
like yeah, it was just like
shit.
background.
And I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yo,
Yeah.
You were out camping, right?
No, I was at home. Yeah.
What the fuck?
So I was still my inception dream, basically.
Oh.
I knew I was still dreaming.
Holy
Oh.
shit!
Yeah.
Damn,
So wait,
bro.
your mom never came to wake you up?
No.
No, it's all in the
Oh,
dream.
it was okay.
Oh,
And that
okay.
wasn't your mom then, dude.
Maybe I should have just like never told
Yeah.
her that in the first place.
Maybe
I
you
don't
should.
know, man.
Just a dream.
I don't know, man. That sounds kind of like those Japanese stories about like the tall lady. How you see the tall lady
Yeah.
that you have to stay inside your room and you cannot leave until sunrise comes out. And it's gonna like trick you, you know, knocking. So it's okay to come out. It's gonna use your
So it's like these,
yeah,
these
yeah, I've heard
ghosts
about
or
that.
demons
Yeah, yeah,
where they have like certain tricks. Where
Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
There's certain. It's so funny hearing about these certain ghosts and like demons and like monsters they have like a certain like cliche that like they have to
Yeah.
follow in order to kill someone. Like you have to drop 3 little
Like,
chocolates at night.
this is the rules.
I gotta beat.
It's like the
I gotta
bear
beat
from
my-
SpongeBob. We gotta wear a hat. You gotta do a dance.
Oh, yeah, you gotta do a circle.
Oh,
Yeah.
was it the sea bear?
Sea bear. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, but for me though, man.
Wait,
I-
but that's how.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so no, there's more. So after my mom opened the door and she was like, "Is everything okay?" And I was like, "No, like I had a bad dream." And then my mom was like, "Oh, maybe you should go sleep over at this other room, like the guest room that we have."
Mhm.
And I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Yeah, sure, okay." And then once I went to sleep on the other guest room, that's when I woke up. I finally woke up and I was like,
shit.
I was like, "Oh shit, dude!" I just went through like a sleep paralysis. And I think what happened was, I think I kind of knocked out around like 5:30, and I woke up again like 6. So it was only like for 30 minutes. So it felt like forever.
Do you believe in the? I think it's. I don't know if it's dealing with Hmong culture in a way where it's like 3 a.m. is like where the time where bad spirits are. In the,
That's everything.
it's
man.
everything.
Yeah, I think it's
3
every
a.m.
culture. It's
That's
not
why it's
every
every
culture,
three-
too.
It's a
3
witching
a.m.
hour. Yeah.
It's a witch hour. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
3
Yeah.
o'clock.
Everything
yeah.
bad happens after I'm dead.
But yeah, that's all I have to share. So it was pretty trippy dream.
You know,
so-
Yeah.
like
But
no,
like
Just going on to
wait,
Kevin.
can I go my story? Okay.
yeah, go ahead.
So for me, I have like 2 different experiences for sleep paralysis, but I guess I'll only tell one of them because I want to lead it into something else. But basically, my girlfriend, she had gone to L.A. and so me and her, we used to live in St. Paul like a month or 2 ago, and when we lived there, I never told you guys any
You
of this.
guys, you guys
Oh, for
live in
real?
an apartment, right?
Yes, we live in an apartment.
Yeah.
But I feel like I've told you guys, but maybe not told some of you guys. But
You haven't told me
that
this.
apartment had some of the most creepiest moments I had in that apartment by myself, and like and yeah, you guys were always invited. And I never told you guys because I
Dude,
didn't
me
want.
and Alice
I didn't
slept
want
over one
I didn't
time,
want to
a
freak you
few
guys out.
times.
I didn't want to freak you guys
Okay,
out.
Oh yeah.
I slept over too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to freak you guys out because
good,
it's like
because that would have freaked me the fuck
yeah,
out, dude.
yeah. So that's why I didn't tell you guys. But like there was a
Wait,
moment.
wait, did you know this before or after you slept over?
This,
What? No,
Was this before?
this is like I don't know. I forget. I feel like it's pretty early on when we lived there. But like maybe like a month or 2, 3 in. But like no, it was like about 2 months in. Yeah,
Oh, that's
when this
recent,
happened,
then.
and like what happened is that like she went to LA, and then I was by myself, and I was just playing video games. So then I was like, I'm fucking tired. So I just slept in the middle of the day, and as I slept, I got sleep paralysis. And whenever I have sleep paralysis, I never like open my eyes, right? Because I'm not trying to see any of this. But what
Hey,
always
you're
happens,
just
though-
like me. You're
Yeah.
just like me.
What always happens though is that like I know I'm in it. I'm like I heard these stories. Just don't open your eyes. But also at the same time, no one ever tells you about like the feelings you have, and also like
Oh,
how real it feels.
it feels
You
Yeah.
very
feel like
intense.
something's,
Yeah.
something's like just looking at
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
And you know you're opening your eye, you're gonna see it. It's just
Yeah, you get
But
that.
for me, it's never that. It's more like sound. It's a lot about sound and like.
Are you talking like the
and
creepy sounds?
Feeling like something's right there, right? So like, in this instance, I'm sleeping, and as I'm sleeping, I'm like, I notice I'm in like sleep paralysis, and then I start hearing this guy right next to me. He's like, it sounds like an African American guy, and he's like screaming. He's like, no, 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 oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, no, no, and like he's like screaming at the top of his lungs, and I'm like, what the heck is happening? And he's pacing like up and down on my left side, and I'm like sleeping on the side of the bed. So then that happened, but why I wanted to tell this because like, I mean, just from those little small instances of like other things that happened too, but this is the most creepiest thing that's ever happened at the apartment. Is that one day
fuck, dude.
I was cooking, right? I was cooking.
Wait,
and, like,
you're by yourself,
yeah,
right?
I'm by myself. Is like, well, my girlfriend. My girlfriend's like doing some stuff, and like she's out and about, and I'm just at home cooking, meal prepping, and I'm not, just minding my own business, and then I turn to the table, and as I'm turning to the table, I'm fixing some stuff there. I turn to the stove, and immediately I hear a really close whisper, like from where Josh is right now. I hear a whisper that says, "Keivin." I was like,
Holy shit!
bro, that shit stopped me in my
Oh
fucking
my
tracks, bro.
fucking
I was
God,
like,
bro.
boom. I was like, who just said that? I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, I stopped there for like a good 5 seconds. I looked around, no one was there. I was like, I immediately I stopped the stove and everything. I stopped everything I was doing, and I turned on some music, tried to cook again, and I was like, I can't do this, man. I went into my room and I just played games for the rest of the night, and I played Resident Evil 4.
What? You played that
It was
game?
like a horror game right after doing that,
Yeah.
and I was like, bruh. I never told my girlfriend that story ever until after we moved out of our.
After you moved
I think
out?
after we moved out, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, because I didn't want to freak her out. Because she gets easily freaked out by these kind of things.
Oh yeah,
so-
yeah. Good.
But-
When you heard the sound, like Keivin, was it like a cool touch, like you felt,
I don't know about that, but like it's just like it was a very audible noise, like, and then I started thinking to myself, man, am I just like crazy? Am I like thinking about things? Was it just a car that passed by like that heard that noise? I'm like, I don't know, but
But then again, it's really hard to make that sound. Keivin, because everyone just said Kevin.
yeah,
Kevin's the most normal, but
Yeah.
Keivin, that's
You know,
with that as well,
it's
like-
so scary that I feel like we should take a ramen break.
Oh
After
shit!
this.
Do 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 do.
Welcome back from our ramen break. Right?
Yeah, it was good, right?
Nom 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 nom.
Yep.
Yes.
You guys-
Ichigo ramen.
Finger looking good.
These guys are evil. They should be not eating the
We have evil ramen.
ramen.
Going on those ramen stars.
We don't drink
now.
for good.
They
We
will
drink
know
for
true-
evil.
They will know true pain.
They will know the way of pain.
This is
Without
the
a
way.
world
Pain or
without
pain?
ramen.
Okay.
Okay, all right. So like,
like Anya.
But
But yeah,
back to my
I'm going
story.
to
though.
what Kevin.
Back to my stories though.
Yeah,
All right,
sorry.
but like basically, so there's like a bunch of creepy shit that happens at my apartment, and I think one of the most well, I guess in routine and what I would do every day because of all these creepy things that would happen, I'd be like, I just close every door, right? I make sure every door is closed, and I whenever there there's one thing, two things that I hate about my my partner, right, is that sometimes like I'll close a door and then they'll open a door and then leave it open, right? But like they leave it open in the most conspicuous way where it's like there's like a little crack.
Someone can like just like
Yeah, yeah, like
Just peek
like,
your eye in.
you know
Oh
a
my
closet
God.
door? Like you guys have seen a closet door,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So
Yeah.
like that closet door, I used to close it all the time, right? I would leave it shut, and then she would open it, and then like sometimes like forget to like close it, and like sometimes I'd be walking around and I'd look at the closet door and it's open like that. I'm like, I just get anxiety, man. And then what do you call it? Whenever there's a shower curtain, right? Apparently, her and her uncle love. I mean, I don't know if you guys like this too, but like I like my shower curtains open.
yes,
Yeah.
Yes.
that's how you do it.
Yes, exactly.
You like it closed?
Yes, they like it closed.
Bro, that's the
Like that's the stuff that like gets you killed.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like
that's
that's the stuff in a horror movie. Like, I understand it's closed, but you can see through it. If you
Yeah.
can see through it, like in a foggy kind of way, then sure, I understand why it's closed.
Yeah.
But if it's like a curtain where you can't see what's behind it, I would rather see what's behind it than nothing. You know.
Yeah.
So
Yes, that's
I don't. Someone explain this concept to people. I don't know, man. I feel like there's two different type of people in this world.
Yeah, how about this? Comment below if you like your curtains open or closed.
yes, in your
Look,
bathroom?
Look, if it's not open, I'm gonna have to fight some of y'all.
Joshua will fight you.
That should have been a deal breaker for me.
Yeah,
But-
that's a red flag.
For real. But also at the same time, and her, I guess, in her benefit, she said, "Oh, it makes the bathroom look better." I'm like, oh my
who's
god.
gonna be in the bathroom? The ghost?
They're not gonna jinx it.
Apparently, serial killer's favorite spots, man. This girl has never seen Psycho or something like that, man. Like where the
Oh
guy
my
comes and
God.
stabs her,
Yeah.
bro. Like, bro.
Oh my days.
Wait, does she even watch scary movies?
She does. She does watch scary movies.
Oh, is
but
she? Does she like scary movies too?
I feel like a lot of Asian girls like scary movies.
I don't
They
know how you guys can do that,
Asian
man.
girls love Asian horror movies, but they don't like regular like American horror movies.
Yeah, I can't fuck with
some
that shit,
reason.
man.
You
I
know
don't know
what's
how you
what I
guys watch
love?
it.
You guys, each one you guys showed me. It was a parody of a really scary story you told me about.
Scary movie.
B.I.T.
Oh,
Yeah,
B.I.T.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Peanut's pretty good.
Wait,
yeah,
isn't
yeah.
I
that
saw
based
the
off a
comedy
real
one first.
story
before I
too?
saw
Yeah, it's
the
weird.
legit
Based
one.
on a
You know, I still remember though. What messed you up
Oh,
was
fuck.
VHS too.
Yes.
Oh my
Wait,
God.
VHS? What?
is
Uh,
You guys watch
if
VHS?
you guys
It's
have-
scary, bro.
If you guys don't know what VHS is, it's like a combination of like just scary stories.
Yeah, it's a compilation of like different scary stories, but like they're all shot in like 90s esque like videotapes, And like,
fuck.
and yeah, in each of these videotape cassettes, like you see a different story. And one of the stories that got Alan messed up was like the satanic one. It's
Holy fuck.
That when I was watching that one story about the satanics, right, that reminded me about my dad's story where he told me when I was little.
oh yeah.
And what it was
Hold on, I don't know if I want to hear this, bro. I'm scared.
No, man, you got here.
You're the Akasuki, man.
Hey, bro, we
No. Whoa,
Yeah.
I got put on the waiting list.
yeah, we the knockoff version.
Oh, you guys are the ones that waiting list.
No, we're Akatsuki you get at home.
No, we're Akasuki that you get on what the fuck is that?
Wish?
Yeah.
Or Timu. Timu. Sheen. We're Sheen.
I said, both of my friend has the headband. Where's your headband?
I told you, bro. I got put on the waiting list.
He don't headband, he had bangs.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're going to Alan.
So back to this, my dad told me this really messed up story. And I said, think about it sometime. It's really messed up. So this has happened. So he was like about 10. And for you don't know, since you guys don't know, my dad lost his mom when he was 8.
Oh, okay.
Oh, damn.
So then it was just his
Sorry about
dad
that.
raising him,
Rest in
his
peace.
brother, and his 2 older sisters.
Mhm.
So what happened was one night my dad was sleeping, and he was sleeping, and then he woke up to like a light, and it was in the kitchen. So then it felt like you Pheng, like it felt so real that he didn't know it was a dream.
Yeah.
So he woke up, went to the kitchen, and he saw a guy on like a red suit, a really nice suit, and like he was just talking like, hey, like it was so weird. It's like he met my dad, like he knows his whole life, like like how you doing, like how's life, like how's school. And my dad felt like he knew him, like he some. It was so weird that he felt like calm for some reason just to talk to this guy. And the guy was telling him like, hey, like I have this contract for you if you want to do it. And since my dad was 10, he wanted like what it's about. And he was telling him like, if you sign this contract, I can make your life 10 times better. I can make your life amazing. I could bring back your mom back to life. I can make you the most popular kid in high school, school, be the best soccer player ever, make you rich. You don't ever have to worry about your life again. And my dad told me he had the pen and he was like really sweating. And the more like he sweated, the more like, he was hesitating, the more like the guy in the suit became more like demonic, and his face was changing and like yelling, like sign it, like just sign, like really, really like loud. And my dad was telling me this is the thing that my dad told me. He said the conversation felt like 10 minutes. It felt like 10 minutes. And then his dad like woke him up, like really like aggressively. And my dad woke up, he was sweating. He was like, what's going on? And his family, his sister, and my dad's dad, so my grandpa and his brother, they were crying over him, like on his bed. And he was like, what's going on? I just had a bad dream. And they were telling him like, no, you've been sleeping for like an hour screaming, and we've been trying to wake you up.
Damn.
So in his dream, it was only 10 minutes. But in real life, it was like 1 hour.
No.
Him screaming, like not being able to wake up. And this whole time, like, and like eventually, they all figured out like he was talking to the devil himself.
Damn.
Holy fuck.
Damn.
So I feel like
Okay,
10 times more worse than Pheng.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your dad went like Inception, but like in hell.
That's crazy.
But yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
it's,
think-
it's Mexico. Crazy shit happens in Mexico all the time.
Was it Satan himself, or do you think it was like a one of those crossroad demons?
I think it was
that-
Satan himself, because like, who the hell wears a suit? Like,
That's true. I mean,
I think this is one thing that I mentioned to Alan, where just how people believe in religions, right, in church and go to church, right, and I think like something that came into my mind were people that believe in these beliefs in Christian and other things, right, demons and ghosts, because if they already believe in angels and if there's a God up there, more likely that there's demons, right, or
Yeah,
Satan
yeah.
itself. So it's pretty interesting. I think I like it. So
I'm fucking scared shitless, man. I'm so fucking scared. Oh, what the hell?
It's
Yeah.
basically he has tons of story. Like we can talk about another day for his but he has a tons of stories.
Holy
I'm
shit.
just like, dude, like I'm surprised you haven't died or like or scared to death. He was like, he's just like, it just happens, you know.
It just happened.
It just happened.
It's a different day.
He just said it's Mexico, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, another day in the life.
He told me one time he met witches. He met witches.
Who's
But
witches?
witches.
Witches?
Yeah.
Oh,
Witches.
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 Okay, sorry.
Huh?
Yes.
Yeah, he lived with them. But that's the story for a different day.
Okay, wait, time out. What?
Witches.
Witches.
I know, but
I think that's a story for right now.
Yeah,
That
just
sounds
explain it
perfect.
right
That
now.
sounds like in the season right now.
Okay, so basically, what you told me, he was like 15 or 16.
I feel like your
This
dad's just trolling. Just, son, listen to this. I live with witches. Okay.
I don't know, man. I talked to my other family member.
And now you're.
He just didn't know how to
Okay,
tell you.
he was like
Mexico.
15, 16, and he felt like really ill. And like, you guys do like something similar too with the egg too, right?
Huh?
When
Eight?
when you get sick, like you get an egg to like in your whole body.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
aching.
Yeah, the egg. No, the egg.
Oh,
Use the
egg.
egg.
Oh, an egg.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
So what happened to him? What he got really ill for like a week, and his grandma was taking care of him and did the whole egg.
Yeah.
And then when she cracked it, it was just black,
Ooh.
everything black. And I guess it was something like
Should
a.
help out that chicken.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, go.
Yeah.
I guess it was like something bad. So she told him to go to this place like in the countryside, like way like say like all the way to St. Cloud, maybe like even more further away, like just in the countryside stuff.
Oh.
And he
that's
got
far
there,
out.
he met like a group of women, 3 of them, and he was telling you like, yeah, my grandma sent me here, so you guys can help me out. Here's the money in the envelope. I don't know how much you gave them. And she's like, okay, honey, like I'll help you. And then like they was just doing like well, you told me it felt like modern medicine, like just giving like a bottle him to take, him to rest and those stuff. And he was with him for like I want to say like a week, but maybe less. But he was feeling better. But what happened was he noticed those 3 women, they will always sleep during the day, and I they were wide awake. And then like in the night, he was like, "Hey, like I'm feeling much better, but I want to know why you guys sleep during the day and all night." And that's when they told him, "Oh, honey, like we're witches. Like for us, if we sleep during the day, other witches are gonna kill us. So we stay up at night to protect yourself.
Mm.
Like I know your grandma because we were like kids back then. So yeah. And they were telling him like, do you want to be like a warlock, which is like equivalent of a witch?
Yeah.
And like if you do, all you have to do is just sign your soul to like Satan.
Oh my
What? So
God.
then, wait, that kind of adds up to your dad's story where he had a dream of signing the contract. Then, right? Or like maybe he was becoming a man.
A man witch?
A warlock. A warlock. Man witch.
A sandwich?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
You want to be a man witch?
But yeah, you.
But they were telling him, like if you do, you would never be sick ever again. But my dad was like, yeah, but like wouldn't I have to be like up the whole time now, like during the night? He's like, yeah, but like do you want to be like kind of like essentially immortal? And my dad was like, no. And then he went back to his grandma. He told his grandma what happened, and the grandma was like did you sign with them? He was like, no. Like, oh, he was like, thank God, like I like in that envelope I gave you, it was like money for them to cure you, but also to tell them not to like turn you into that side, because I was friends with that one woman, and now like we're not friends no more. But she does all that like creepy shit, black magic.
So they're not friends anymore, but you send them to her ex-friend.
Yeah, because
Your grandma is something else.
Yeah, because those people like you pay them money to like heal, which is kind of fucked up.
Which is
okay.
called witchcraft.
Yeah.
To
Yeah,
like to
right,
heal
right.
But you only did it because the egg was pure black.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just like in Hmong culture, like we send our people to shamans who are basically,
witchcraft.
in a sense, like they do
Witches.
witchcraft.
They're like witchcrafts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Or spiritual stuff,
Yeah.
I mean, your dad could have been a witch. It's he
Wait, a
could've-
warlock?
A man witch.
Yeah, man witch.
Man
That's his quirk, you know. His quirk is like
Just get
he
warlock.
can only
What's
he can only
moving on here
stay
now?
up. Yeah, he can only stay up at night.
yeah,
but he
But
can
then,
sleep
don't you guys
during the
would
day.
like it if you were to have that power and just be like at an
Immortal?
EDC concert, just
I can have my all
But
night long.
You don't even have to like have powers to do that.
no, you decide to become a man witch, and then you.
Well, they don't have infinite sleep, bro. Like, what are you talking?
Yeah, that's what he said.
No, they sleep during the day. And
Yeah, what are you talking about?
No, but the
What are you
party's
talking
always at
about,
night.
dude?
Well, one thing that got me
It's never during the
curious.
day.
One thing that got me curious is like, why do other witches, hate themselves? Like is it like a clan thing? I
Hang?
thought
Wait, they
No,
hate-
they
Well,
protected-
what you should know
Oh.
is that like witches have covenants, right? And so covenants are like different tribes and stuff like that. Right?
Oh.
How do you know this?
Yeah.
Dude, because I watch American Horror Story. Come on,
Man, you just know.
American Horror Story is like so good, bro. You guys watch.
Sorry,
You should watch. It's like I think the third
season.
season is about witches.
Nah,
think
man,
I've seen
I'm
that
good
one.
on that.
It's a good
man.
one. It's a good one.
Joshua stays away from
Yeah.
scary stuff.
Yeah,
Joshua's
I'm
not
good
a
on
person.
that.
Witches and bitches. That's what
And
I'm saying.
you are limiting yourself by the art you see, man. I tell you that. There's some really horror. There's like horror things that are like in
Kevin-
that category, but they're really good.
What Kevin meant.
I don't want to see none of that.
What Kevin
I'm
meant to
good.
say is that some witches may look like bitches. that you
all
might
you
want to
have to
take
say.
excited in.
I thought it was common knowledge.
I actually went to the cemetery of at Salem in Boston one time.
Oh,
Why?
when you were in
Why?
Boston?
Yeah, yeah.
Damn,
Why?
okay.
So backstory is I went to
was there a baddie?
no
Wait,
Shit.
it's a date?
no no serious.
Let him
Oh,
cook, guys.
sorry.
Yeah,
Gosh.
bro, stop cutting them
all,
off.
all I have to say is that my
What?
friend she invited me to her family's Thanksgiving in Boston, and so I was like, you know what, I spent Thanksgiving with my family for the past 17 years, so I'm gonna go spend Thanksgiving with a different family for this year.
Damn.
So that's what I did. I went to Boston for Thanksgiving, and then we went to Salem, and then my favorite memory being at Salem was when I saw a T-shirt that says "I got stoned at Salem." You know that because in Boston, in
Yeah,
Massachusetts,
yeah.
they legalize weed.
Oh,
man.
Stone as in like
Yeah.
Like
witch-
they got like
yeah.
no like
No,
no,
man,
no,
that
no,
sounds-
It's a play on words. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. That
that's
sounds
good.
You're asking for trouble, getting high at the cemetery. This is asking for trouble.
That's
No,
that.
he
Oh,
didn't get out of the
man.
cemetery.
No, not
Yeah.
him.
Okay,
No,
okay.
no, but
Just say-
that T-shirt,
Oh, yeah.
like people are asking bad stuff that happened to them.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but like it felt pretty surreal because like you see like markings on the ground basically saying that like I forgot what the quote is, but you can just Google it and then you can see what the quote is. It's just basically like don't be like inhumane. But then you can see how like they set up the whole court system and everything. And then next to the court there's like a little like cemetery that me and my friends we walked around. And it just felt kind of weird because you just walked around and then they'd be like, oh yeah, this person got hanged on like this day, da da da. And they're just like, what the fuck? And just keep walking around, and then people just giving tours about like Salem and everything. So
Yeah. And that's the messed up thing about like
That's crazy, man.
Salem, those Salem witch trials, is that like, damn, that's real.
There was some that I read, or like a teacher was telling me back in college. It was so stupid. Was one way to test if they were witches was they go to like a river, hold their breath, and if they drown, they were like. It was something so stupid, like if they drown. Do you
I
know?
know
that-
what you're talking about. Yeah, there's like stupid trials that they have to do in order to test if you're a witch or
But
not.
it doesn't make sense because that's
Yeah.
I'm a human being. I can't do that
Yeah.
shit.
Bro,
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, you know what that reminds me? This reminds me of a movie called Hellboy. Oh my god, it's so like kind of off topic, but it reminds me of Hellboy because one of the villains, like he basically is immortal. They said that like he was born in like the 1700s and like they killed him, they burned him, like they drowned him, they cut off his head, but he still came back. I was like, dude, that's fucking
Wait, which
crazy.
Hellboy first one?
The first
Yeah,
one, the OG
so then,
one.
from Guillermo del Toro.
Oh, that's
Mm.
what
Yeah,
guy-
the German dude. Whatever.
Yeah, his
he's
name
the
is
one-
Chrono, right?
Oh, for real?
Yeah, that's his name.
No,
Chrono.
yeah,
Chrono.
Cronin. Yeah,
Cronin. That's it.
Or Chronos, something like that. Yeah,
Yeah, something like that.
yeah. But yeah, I know you're talking about. Yeah, the
Yeah.
guy who can live forever.
Mm-hmm. And the way they brought him back too, that scene was fucking insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you
That
guys
guy's
haven't,
so
you guys
creepy.
haven't-
yeah, if you guys
watched-
haven't seen it, it's a good watch.
I've
It's
seen
aged
I read
really
the
well.
comics, so-
Yes.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
aged really well.
that Hellboy series is like the best Hellboy
Yeah.
series.
Yeah.
That new one was not good.
Yeah.
I heard, yeah.
But wait, what were we talking about? We're talking about. Oh yeah, Salem
Salem
Witch House.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So let's forget that it's real Because like I remember we learned it in English class, and I was like,
That happened
why-
a century ago, matter of fact.
Yeah, and like I remember watching that movie, and I was like, why are we watching this? And then later on in college, I was like, oh, that was real.
You know, it's,
people actually got
it's
hung
so
over that.
real that I think we should definitely try to do a Salem Witch Trials during our break.
You're a witch.
I'm just a bitch.
No, Josh is kinky.
Hey, usually when you don't like people, that's when you claim that they're witches.
Okay.
Hey, you're
What do
a
you-
witch.
Oh, you guys like to do role
Alright.
play, huh?
I wanna
be
be
the court.
3, 2, 1. All right, welcome back. So yeah, regarding to Hellboy, sorry, that was my phone. But yeah, regarding to Hellboy, what we're talking about, scary films, right? So
Or
what
horror
is-
movies.
Yeah, horror movies. So what is one of your scariest film that you guys ever watched and thought that it was like scary and recommend that others should see it too? So
I would say I have 2 films.
okay, go ahead.
The first one is Jeepers Creepers. Number one is really creepy. Number 2 explores more of the character itself. For those who don't know,
Have you seen
Jeepers
number 3?
Creepers is a creature that wakes up every 23 years, and then his pleasure is finding people who are most afraid of him.
Well-
which is like a kink for him. I don't know why.
Yeah, he has to. So it's ambiguous whether it's a he or a she.
Yeah.
It's more of an it.
Yeah.
It's a they.
It's a thing
Uh,
for sure. Yeah.
No, I mean it could be a day because it's using all
Yes,
different
yeah,
body
it's true.
parts.
Yeah,
But basically, this thing
Spoiler.
has to every 23 years it has to come out, or it gets to come out and feed on humans. But it particularly loves feeding on humans that are scared the shit out of it.
I mean, have you guys seen the movies? You know,
Yeah,
one
yeah,
and
I
two?
have. Yeah, I've seen
I
1 and 2.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
season
no,
1,
number
2, and 3.
Not number 3. No, that doesn't count.
I think number 2 is very scary because of the bus. The bus scene
Oh, yeah, that
where
bus scene
Dude,
was
where he's like
crazy.
picking one by
yeah,
one.
he's
Yeah.
picking one by one, but also it's the part where there's the wing where he lands, he crash lands into the bus, and then the wings get into blocking
Oh,
the
yeah.
and the person goes into it or ramps out the wing and tries goes underneath it, and bam, he gets caught and like,
yeah.
his head gets taken off.
Oh,
if
dude,
you guys
no,
didn't know.
the scene that-
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. Spoiler for if you guys haven't seen the movie. For me the scene it's also that same scene, the bus scene, is when he's smiling at them. Dude, it's just like what the
No,
fuck,
I think
bro.
no. For me, I think the most scariest part is that beginning scene in part 2, where the kid gets taken. Man, that's
Oh,
scary, bro.
yeah.
Well, his head. You mean like he's
No,
gonna
it's
No,
just
no,
like
no.
He pretends to be
hanging
a
with- Yeah,
scarecrow.
he's hanging with the scarecrows, and then he's like, he looks over. He's like, what the heck? This one, it looks way different from what we're pulling
Yeah,
up.
like it looks too real.
Yeah, and then he looks at the feet, and then the feet like fucking moves. He's like, ah.
Yeah, and then he takes
But
and
you know
then takes
what-
the fucking
You know
kid.
what's more
Fucking crazy.
fucked up is you know how he was dragging the kids, you know, and the brother and the son. I mean, the father was like running after the son.
Part 1 or part 2? Right?
Part two.
Part two,
Okay,
and he was like dragging the son. They were like chasing him, and like he could fly anytime he wants. So he was just giving them false hopes that he could
Oh,
catch
He
yeah.
was
up.
just
Yeah.
playing with them. Yeah.
playing with his food,
Yep.
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And also, like him moving his feet while when the boy was right in front of him, he knew the boy saw his feet. Yeah,
I think he does it because he wants to in fear or
invoke fear. Yeah,
Invoke
Invoke
fear,
fear.
and he enjoys that shit
Yeah,
too. That's
he
the
enjoys
fucked
fear.
up part, man.
because if
But-
you guys don't watch the first
Oh.
one, he opens his nose and he can smell the fear from people.
he does it in the second one too. But then also, if you guys don't know, the director basically the director and the creator of Jeepers Creepers, he's also a
Yeah.
sexual offender.
What?
the fuck?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I didn't
He's
know
part of,
that.
Like, that's why this whole series is fucked because
After the second movie, the franchise went
It just
downhill.
downhill.
because he got convicted of being a sexual predator.
Holy.
It was a case. The court case happened. It happened, and like he was charged with it. So he is a sexual offender,
damn.
and he still made a part 3. It was low budget because no one wants to support a sexual.
That's pretty scary.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
that's
Of course.
yeah.
And my second film is Chucky. And little kids.
Mm.
Because imagine seeing Toy Story and then my parents just showing me Chucky. Like,
That's true.
that shit was like,
It did not
They did a
match.
complete 180 on
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Turn that shit on his head.
But right now, it's like I don't give a fuck. He's like Chucky's a dog, you know, just
Yeah.
fucking trapped in the box.
Yeah.
And
That reminds
as a
me-
kid, it was scary.
Yeah.
That reminds me of Toy Story, and there's like that creepy scene where Woody's like, "We all hear you" or something like that. Remember they're in the back,
Wait, part 1?
and so I think it was part. I don't know. I forget either part 1 or 2 where Sid.
Yeah, that's part 1. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
With all the little
first
aliens.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the toys
Fuck
on
that
that.
toys.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
If he
creepy.
traumatized that kid.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
You got him good. Though.
Yeah, so moving forward to my scary film that I watch is it's actually a Korean film called Gonjiam Haunted Asylum. If you guys haven't watched it, it's like kind of like a documentary in a way, kind of like Twitch in a way, but they record and basically go to a haunted asylum.
This is a movie, right?
Yeah, this is a movie.
It's
This is a
on
movie. You
Netflix,
guys should
right?
definitely watch it
Fuck.
if you guys haven't seen it.
Fucking God.
Freaking scary, I would say.
The plot of this movie is basically like these ghost streamers, kind of like those ghost MythBusters
Yeah.
people.
Oh, Ghost Chasers?
Like, Ghost Chasers
Yeah.
on like Discovery Channel, but it's like Koreans
Mhm.
doing it, and like they stream it live.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And they get funded or people pay
Yeah, like
to watch.
Yeah.
Or just
Or
how many
donate
views
shit, yeah.
donate, but also how many views you can
So
get.
they're just watching
you
it
get paid.
live.
Yeah.
You
You
get
get
them
paid.
doing this.
Yes, they're
Yeah.
doing it live.
Yeah.
Wait,
And
is,
so-
is the movie concept like a movie concept?
No,
or is it like a streaming on movie?
It's kind of like a movie.
It's a movie
and-
concept.
movie
yeah,
concept.
yeah.
Okay.
It's a movie concept.
But like it's shot with like a GoPros and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you see
Okay.
that. Sometimes it changes from.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so one of the scene that is very scary is the part where they're actually recording of all of them in the room. And so they're recording everything, and the guy who's hosting the event and actually seeing and directing the people that are in the room of who to record and actually view everyone. The thing is, when he records everyone, he reverts it back, and then he looks at everyone in there, knowing that who's the person who's actually recording the person, like everyone in the room.
Okay.
Right?
Wait,
What?
what you need to say is this.
There's
okay?
5 people, right? That
You
shows
need to
up.
say like the whole cast and the whole cast, including the camera crew and stuff like that. They're all being seen on the video. So then they're wondering who's the one actually behind the camera.
behind the camera.
Oh, fuck.
Because he's not
Everyone's-
behind the camera, but who is behind recording all of them?
So
it's like-
something was holding the camera.
Yeah, and that's why he's like, who's filming this one? No one
Yeah.
knows.
Holy shit.
And
That's
it's streaming.
a
It's
fucking...
streaming. So,
Oh, this movie's so creepy.
Now-
and-
yeah. There's a
like-
lot of scenes of like pop.
Okay,
Wait,
knowing
wait,
Korean
what's
like
the
writing,
name?
there's a lot
What's
of
the
plot
name?
twists.
It's called Gonjiam, the Haunted Asylum.
Yeah.
GON JIAM. Haunted
Yeah.
Asylum. That's it.
Yeah, and like why this one's so scary because like, man, it's if messes with your head, but at the same time, man, like there's something about like this atmosphere this movie creates that like really makes you freak out. Because at first you start to realize that like they're planning all these scary things to happen. It's all
Oh, like for
planned out.
views.
Yep, for views. But then when stuff starts going off the rails, that's when it's like, oh my god. It's kind of like, have you seen Grave Encounters?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
kind of like that.
yeah, okay,
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my scary film that I recommend. If you guys haven't watched it, watch it. Go ahead,
I
Joshua.
don't watch a lot of scary movies. I don't. I don't watch a lot of the scary movies because it scares me. Obviously,
It's okay. Yeah.
So I mean, skip me. It'll something will come back to me. If not, then yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I can go next. I think like the most recent one that kind of got me like messed up the most was Hereditary.
I thought you were gonna
Oh,
say Harry
I
Potter.
thought you were gonna say Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
It's so messed up. Like
I've never seen it, but like I've only seen like summary reviews of it, and I'm like, I don't want to see it.
Well, what was it
Yeah, I
about?
didn't
What
wanna
was
Wait,
it
what
get
was
it
it
too.
about?
But I just find it really,
Oh.
really scary.
I understand the whole
Yeah.
story.
Wait, what was it about?
And
From my understanding, it's just basically us like, I think like so like in the beginning of the movie, like the grandma passed away, and then basically to make a long story short, it's just basically past. I don't really know. I guess it's like witch power. Basically, it's like witch power. That's all I have to say.
I can explain that.
Yeah.
Because
okay,
I've watched
go,
summaries.
go. Okay, yeah.
Hey, I don't know if you want me to
if you
spoil
guys
it
didn't
for
know,
you.
Kevin
Yeah,
is more. Me and Kevin, we're just movie people. Like we watch a lot of scary
Yeah.
films.
Oh,
and-
Or
I
or
know
if I
you
don't have
guys.
time to watch a movie, I just watch summary of it and then like
Yeah.
Or like
oh,
movie
that's pretty cool.
reviews. Yeah.
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 yeah, go
So-
ahead.
so what's it about?
Oh, so it's about well, I can ruin it for you, I guess, and say
Wait,
that
spoiler alert.
spoiler alert for Hereditary. You should go watch it if you haven't. It's basically about paganism. If you know anything about paganism,
Wait, what's that?
like pagans are like people who worship like certain gods and stuff like that.
Oh.
They can be satanic and stuff like that. And basically, like he says, this grandma passes away, and on this mother's side, she's trying to basically pass on like
Traditions.
traditions and stuff like that because they believe in this certain god or this certain like devil, right, demon, and they want they want that demon to be put into a body, and so they're thinking about like putting it into this the little girl's body, but they don't like what happens is that like that little girl dies in the movie, and she dies in the worst way possible. She gets like an allergic reaction, and then like the brother has to take her home because she's allergic to nuts. And while he's driving her home, she needs to breathe, so she puts her head out the window, and then there's a fucking like
Sign.
and her head gets decapitated.
Holy
And
fuck!
And the brother is like
Petrified.
mortified.
Yeah,
He's
mortified.
like, bro, this actor who plays as the brother, he's just like, oh fuck. He's like, dude, he's so devastated. He lives with that guilt and like.
The thing is, he's so devastated, right? He gets home and he just goes to sleep. He goes into his bed, he knocks out, and he wakes up and he's just like, just can't believe it happened. And then until the mom actually comes out and actually sees the daughter with no head, and she screams.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's how bad it is.
fuck.
Yeah, but then like one of the most creepiest moments is like towards the end of the movie, and like it's when the mom is on the ceiling.
Oh
No,
my
oh.
god! What the?
I'll say, I think the thing that really get me messed up the most is when you watch the movie and you hear the clicks, like they look, and like, oh shit, like what the fuck
Yeah.
is going on?
I hate that. I hate
And
that.
how they directed it and like shot it was so scary
Oh, yeah.
because the guy the son is just like
Was this in America they shot it?
yes.
yeah it's an A24 film.
Mhm.
Okay.
A24, yeah. So like so it's shot beautifully and like how because they make it more dim in the back so you
Yeah.
can't really see it, but you kind of see something moving and you realize it's the mom, and it's like basically the mom becomes the new she becomes the new host for the
Yeah.
devil.
Okay.
Yeah,
Holy
Demon.
shit!
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
But the one thing that got me really messed up the most was when that happened, and then he ran up the attic, and then like when he was able to close up the ladder, and then he still heard knocking, and then they swapped to a different scene, but I'm not gonna say much. But then, it
Rated R.
was a mom knocking on the door, but I'm not gonna say how. But it was her mom or his mom knocking on the attic door.
How?
Yeah, we already said spoilers.
Because
Yeah, so I don't want to spoil it too much, but then
Oh.
I think that scene got me messed up because I was like, damn, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
But yeah, that movie got me messed up. That's hard to say.
Yeah, it's a really messed up movie. Like, till today, I'm still like petrified from seeing it. I'm like, why did I watch this?
It's good. It's kind of like
Yeah.
Midsommar.
Yeah,
But
Kinda
like we should probably go to Josh.
yeah, Joshua.
You got a movie?
Yeah.
I mean,
I got
is there
nothing. No.
ever a moment where your parents are like, "Hey, Josh, just watch this, watch this film,"
Maybe
and
like
then
Hmong
you just
movies?
Not
saw it and you're like,
really,
"Oh."
I mean, people would say like
you remember-
Aliens is a horror movie.
Do you remember a scary
That's more of a
scene
thriller. A scary scene?
that you think someone should watch? They want. I feel like horror movies.
Gotcha.
scary movie. I'm like,
I don't know. I mentally just blocked that shit out because I don't fuck with that shit. I mean, growing up, because like my mom, she loves watching scary movies. She would try to get me to watch, but I would be like, nah, I think I'm gonna go to sleep or just like stay under
Wait,
the covers.
didn't you watch that movie with us about the aliens in Hulu that came out?
That was
Huh?
not even scary.
that was not scary. The one that was like muted, like
okay.
there's no
Actually, it
script.
was a little scary.
There's no script.
Yeah.
Oh, A Quiet Place?
Oh,
No.
Yeah, Quiet Place.
That's a thriller. A Quiet Place
No,
is a
it's
thriller.
called No One Will Save You. I don't think
Yeah.
you were.
Oh no, one sees. Oh, the
No.
alien.
Oh, you weren't there.
I know.
Alien.
No,
Yeah.
I was not there to see that.
Yeah.
So there's no. You're telling me there's no moment where you're like,
Not even The Grudge.
Not
Yeah.
even Saw.
now in the rain, the Shutter.
Shutter
Sorry.
or Jail
I
Cell.
never seen Shutter because I don't want to fuck with that
What
shit.
was
I don't
Saw?
want to watch that.
Oh, you know what? Final Destination.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen it, but like,
then that's a
I
scary
mean-
That's not scary.
I saw it when I was
scary.
a kid though. It was scary to me.
Bro, I'm too scared from that shit. Like,
Yeah.
Every time you drive behind a lumber of a truck,
I'd be like, next
nope.
lane.
Yeah.
Oh, I just take the next exit.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with that.
I just back slower.
Ah, fuck. I think there was one's coming to mind. It's a Thai movie where these two couples they go.
T-Max?
That could be one of them, but no. These two like couples from America, they go to Thailand, and like these this other person that they meet very early on in
Oh,
this movie.
I know. The
Yeah,
movie
yeah,
you're talking
yeah,
about.
yeah. Like she meets them, and then they take them to this very secluded place, thinking that it's a tourist spot, but it's not. And so, and then like the girl that led them there, she's like, "Okay, bye," runs off, and then just like, "What the fuck?" And then they just see there's a shrine there. They see it, yeah, and then just like, "Oh, what the heck?" Okay. They go back, but something follows them back.
What's the name of this movie?
It's a Thai movie.
yeah,
Or-
Yeah.
Is it? I don't
Yeah.
know if it's a Thai movie,
It's
but
a Thai movie.
oh,
yeah.
for real?
I
Yeah,
thought
'cause-
it was because she took the statue of
Ah.
the temple. Then that's
Yeah.
what it followed.
Yeah.
I don't
Because
know.
The person said, "Hey, grab it or take it," and then she take it, and that's how it started following her.
That's creepy.
I honestly don't know.
Yeah,
But I never watched to like the end of it because I was so scared.
I just forgot what it's
What?
called.
I thought it was pretty dumb. I thought the ending was pretty dumb.
Yeah, it was pretty dumb too.
Hey,
Yeah.
bro, I get scared easily. I'm just like, nah, I'm not watching this. My auntie was watching it. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to my room.
Well, I feel like the person who watched the most scariest movie is Alex and Keivin.
Yeah, honest truth,
I
I believe
actually
so
don't
too
know.
because yeah, I don't know, just
I like scary
I've been
movies,
here.
man.
Yeah, we love scary movies.
Yeah,
'Cause
I
it's like-
know.
Scary movies are like one of the most interesting things you really think about. Like this movie is meant to like incite and invoke fear into
Yeah.
you, and how do they do that? Through special means, right? Like how they shoot a scene, music score, and stuff like that, and like coloring.
Yeah, they use
Yeah.
the five senses.
It's, yes,
Yeah.
they push you to your limits, and it's like
yeah.
sometimes you're intense, sometimes it's
Mhm.
you know more of a slow, gradual like
Mhm.
atmosphere.
Yeah.
I personally, throughout experience, I'm not really a pop up scary kind of guy. I like atmosphere,
Mhm.
and so I think for me, one of my most scariest movies that I always recommend anyone see is the Autopsy of Jane Doe.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, that
Yeah.
was.
Mm.
I have
And
to
that's-
say,
it
I have to
reminded-
say
it
that's the
reminded me of
best one.
Witches.
I have to say that's
Yeah.
the best one. You showed me that movie.
Yeah.
It was so scary, but it was the concept. It was so amazing.
Yeah.
That was the best movie. That
Yeah.
oh my god.
So
I
can you
forgot.
explain one part
Yeah.
that was very scary in
Um,
that film?
Man,
Yeah, that's
there's
like
so many
spooky.
moments that are scary,
But
like
name your favorite one.
I think just for me, and that's just because like I'm like such an investigative guy, is because like when they're unraveling more of the secret about this woman, this Jane Doe that they know nothing about,
Mhm.
right? They're unraveling more things about her, but like, and they're trying to figure out how she died, because she died like they're discovering all these wounds on her and so that they're saying like she was burned, she was cut, she was like she experienced like lacerations in her genitals.
Damn, so she was tortured.
Yeah, she was tortured, you know?
Holy.
And so it's like, I think that kind of creepiness, that like what happened to this person, and them trying to find it out, and all these creepy things happening to them, is what scares me the most. And then also that ending. That ending is also very tragic.
Dude, that ending. I would never recover from that ending, dude.
Yeah.
That's.
Yeah, and I remember showing them this movie because I remember my first time watching it. I watched it with these guys
Yeah.
because I was like, guys, we gotta watch this movie. And they're like, what movie is this? I'm like, this is just a horror movie. It's like, what the hell? Okay.
Yeah.
And then after
I
that,
heard the concept, and the concept was so dumb to me, honestly.
yeah. And it's like a very simple premise. Like they find a Jane Doe, and then these coroners have to basically investigate the body. It's a son and father coroner business, small business. And the son wants to stay because recently their mom died. And he wants to be there for his dad, right? And help his dad do one last job for the night. But his dad's like, no, just go. Go have fun with your girlfriend. He's like, really, Dad? He's like, nah. He's like, I'll just stay. So he stays, and it's just
And then it just unravels from
it's
there.
crazy, man. It's a really good movie.
Yeah, man.
Damn.
Well, yeah, I mean that's one of the like crazy things, how these films just spooks you, right? It's so spooky that, you know, today is actually Friday the 13th.
What?
Oh, you guys didn't know?
Yes, it is.
So-
yes, it is.
You guys didn't know? You can see right here, it is a new place. We did relocated our podcast, and so we're gonna figure out what or should we call you guys, our fans. Make a poll, right?
Yeah, we're gonna
Eventually.
do some little housekeeping right now. So like before we close out today's podcast, we just want to ask you guys again. We're gonna make a poll on our Facebook page. We'll link our Facebook page in the description for YouTubers. And basically we're doing a poll. What should we call you guys? I mean, We have some
I
suggestions.
think we had some suggestions, right? We wanted
like
as
bitters,
Biters, yeah.
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 Well, yeah, and
I want to
and we
say
have
I want
a few
to
more too.
Munchkins.
Munchkins.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
Munchkins.
we'll throw it
Munchies.
down. Go ahead,
Munchies.
comment down below what we should call you, and then also like this episode and subscribe to us and follow along because we definitely will be coming up with new episodes.
Yeah.
And definitely comment which one has the best costume.
Yes.
Because you can see some has.
I'm pretty sure it was this guy.
Pain.
But
okay.
but
Propane.
I guess also, yeah, let us know what you would want us to talk about or what kind of questions you guys want us to talk about. I mean, who knows? Maybe we might have you guys even send voice memos of you asking those questions. So that'll be a lot more interesting that way.
All right, let's wrap it up.
Cool.
All right, big
Hey.
cast boys out.
Out.